Alright, so returning, and this is the one thing that you will notice is that you do get dropped back into Delfino Plaza after doing each episode. Usually Bianco Hills isn't too hard to get through everything since it's essentially the easy level in this. And if you do know Italian, you will notice all the Italian references or all the Italian words used in this game. For what Bianco is, since I'm not an Italian speaker, I do know that Pianta, which is the name of the people with the trees on their heads, it obviously stands for, I believe, plant. Yeah, you fill those guys up and they'll blow up and then give you coins. It's kind of how the boss up ahead is going to work. Oops. No, it's not up here, but when you go out into the lake, there's these pond spiders. I believe what they're called, but they will run into you and they will hurt you. Though if you do manage to go up into the air and spray them, they can give you a huge jump boost. Yes, and watch out for that. Watch out for the flying goo. And yes, when I was a kid... Well, actually, when I was a kid, this used to remind me of... More so, this used to remind me of melted, like, ice cream. Didn't really remind me of, like, any kind of, like, shit, as you would think. But it was more like... But then again, when you think about... You leave chocolate ice cream or any kind of ice cream out in the open in, certainly 90-degree weather, humidity, much like down here in the summer, it's gonna smell really bad. So I guess you can get an understanding from that. I didn't. Oh, there it is. I got hurt. And this guy's just chilling out up here. Yeah, why not? Oops. I don't know why it took that long to do that, but okay. Hopefully you have enough water, but usually there's a cutscene, so hopefully it refills. Because if not, I will have to restart this part. Maybe. Nice view of the whole island. And first major boss battle of the game. Yep, we did. So yes, when his mouth is open, you just spray him. He fills up, and then use ground pounder. Yeah, and you gotta catch him before he's like about to puke up. And he smacks himself in the head right after you use. Now, one thing you will notice is some of the boss, I think, for the most part, a lot of these bosses you fight twice. forgot when you fight PD Piranha again, which I believe is his name. Like I said, I'm not big on Mario games. And this game in particular, this is one played through, I think only twice, yeah. Because even when I was playing at Jeff's house on his GameCube, I never fully finished the game. Yep, and he turns to goo and melts away. And now we can claim our shine. Yeah, as soon as you progress in the game, you will unlock new areas, though. You can get to them eventually. I'm just going to stick with Bianco Hills for now. I don't think it will do any kind of... It shouldn't have any kind of level blocking or anything of the sort. And our first real kind of Mario-esque kind of level. A real Mario platforming, as you say. These are the parts that I'm gonna have the most fun with. And it sucks too, because one of the reasons why I liked Mario Sunshine probably was because it was the least Mario game. And its sales reflected it too. Yeah, you get those blue things that will hide in the water, hide in the ground or in trees, and will fire little nuts at you. So keep an eye out for those. Now, probably something I should have covered a while back was the whole flood being from GAD Sciences Incorporated, I believe it was called. And for those wondering what GAD Sciences is, that it's named after Dr. Egad, who is the scientist that you meet in Luigi's Mansion. And just for the record, Chris and I did play through Luigi's Mansion, I'd say about almost 2 years ago, yeah. Time certainly flies. You know, like I said, those things hit you and it hurts. But because of it, you get a super jump. Barely got that. Yeah, I do use the hover a lot, just for the record. And now that we lost Flood, this is where it essentially becomes more like a traditional Mario game. Now these nails will sometimes give you coins, sometimes they'll give you an extra life. And the thing is that even if you die, the lives respawn, so the other time just get one of those, do it, because it'll save you a lot of rage and stress. And like that, I had a fun history playing this game. It's one of the reasons why I'm also so careful with this game, because you can tell. Then again, for some reason, this. And that's the thing too, is that also just the TV I'm playing on. It's got. I don't know what kind of. It's like an I think it's like an LED TV. It has like a really high refresh rate, so it makes the game a lot smoother than it actually is. And because of that, it feels like all the controls are really super tight. Yeah. Whoa. Forget that. Just gonna go straight to the shine. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, it's definitely worth, though, getting those lives at least to grind it, because if you're in one of those levels and you die and lose all your lives, you get sent back to Delfino Plaza, where you have to go back and patch everything up. Yeah, if it seems like I'm skipping the intro, it's because I'm just basically doing this since I've played this game enough. Then it's fairly straightforward. Just gotta collect red coins, and that's really it. No time limit, no nothing, just collecting coins. Got a red. And usually with every level, there's always 8 red coins. Oh yeah, and then you'll be encountering these wind spirit things, which these things can be really annoying, but you can just spray them out. They'll get more annoying, especially with Pianta Village. Then you have a bird that shits on you. Yeah, forget it. And there's this lady who will throw you. Yeah, there's people that you'll talk to who will show their strength and throw you. And actually, you just do it anyways. In some cases, getting thrown will actually get you to some parts of the level. Then there's the little pigs that fill up with water until they turn red, and then you can launch them at people or objects. And they usually will have a fonding for getting onto your nozzle. I think if you do give them enough water, they will eventually just fly off automatically. And you can alternatively just step on these, but usually slamming them against the walls will give you more coins. Yeah, when you unlock all those, or get all the petals to open, you'll get coins. That's really it. Alright, man, I'm distracted long enough, and yes, this is a game that can easily distract you with a bunch of other random crap. Yeah, this isn't the greatest game if you're easily distracted to play. But I've seen more. I've played worse. Coin there. I'm gonna try to get up there. No. Yeah, spraying and then sliding like that. It'll help you get a lot of good distance in the game. There's a rocket nozzle, which we won't unlock so much later. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're gonna dodge that. Though times they will strike without notice. Yeah, and once again, you probably hear the clicking from this controller. These GameCube controllers click like crazy. Or at least they're just loud. Then I have to have this mic close enough so that way it's not picking up the TV and still is able to pick up me, so. Yep, the shine's up there. So as with this, just hover. Do not touch that. Yeah, just judging by these timestamps, I may be just having to figure out whatever editing. I'm just going to try to keep them within each world. But we'll see. Yep, there it is, the second boss battle with him. One of my favorite things to do in this game is turn on the action replay and then turn on zero gravity mode. Alright, so I just realized I could have easily just walked over here and then just taken this up. No. Fuck. Oh well. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Huh, somewhere I got extra water. I did not notice that. Let's clear up this whole section up here. These pigs. Handy in cleaning up this mess. Alright. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, this is probably one of the crazy things I've seen in this. That plant is able to fly. And again, questioning the logic in this game is futile. Shit, almost out of water. shit, I'm really... Am I seriously just about to die in this part of the... That's very helpful. Where'd he go? Crap. Come on. This game's controls are failing me. There we go. Yeah, I have this controller sensitivity checked. Alright, I'm gonna collect this blue coin. It's the only thing that'll revitalize my health. Why that blue coins revitalize health? Oh well. Where is he? Fuck. Oh, there he is. Oh, shit. Yeah, another thing you'll notice why I use the hover so much is for precision. That took longer than it should have. Yeah, I do not think it will let me open or get the other nozzles until I get to Rico Harbor and Gelato Beach. And other secrets. Yeah, in this point you do not want to touch the lake water or else you'll die. Pretty simple. Wait, let me see. Shoot, it doesn't say. Yeah, one thing I forgot to also mention too is that usually 8th missions in this game, they're not really going to matter too much since usually they're a red coin collecting. I believe they're... I think the least amount of shines you can do to get to the final level, I think, is maybe 34, I think. And that's if you're speedrunning the game. For the most part. It's easy as that. And the reason why I come up here is so I can get on that lily pad. Ouch. From that, we gotta get on over to the cave before this thing rots away, because when it does, this lake water will kill you instantly unless you go underwater. Well, and scratch that, it doesn't kill you instantly, it just takes away your health. Yeah, this isn't Mount Corona. Oh yeah, there's the thing. Yeah, he gets hurt by that, but he doesn't get hurt standing in this. And it begins. Well, like I said, these things are your best friend. Yeah, and luckily for that part, you can actually save yourself there, but I believe yes. Yeah, what's nice though is that Mario's got pretty good traction when it comes to climbing up on these things. And if you know how to play the camera right, you can actually save yourself from a lot of these. Yeah, the one thing I've just noticed is that just limiting your jumps, because jumping while on these cubes will actually be more of a hindrance to you than beneficial. And I did a noob mistake. Right, so we're back with this. Just gotta think of a strategy to get over there, since Mario games aren't exactly my #1 thing in terms of platformers. At least in terms of skill. Oh, and we almost got that. There we go. Almost ran off the edge there. But yeah, I'm trying to do the editing at least enough that I try not to look, or at least not to have it take too long. Obviously, I'll look bad at it, but, you know, can't really avoid it. Alright, opt for the last mission. Well, not really the last mission, you're just collecting... Oh no, wait, yeah, it's... Now I remember, it's every episode 7. Because you have to defeat Shadow Mario in each stage in order to unlock the next, because the last missions, they're just extra shines. Yeah, so I'm thinking I might just skip on the 8th missions. Just because... Not really a whole point in having them. This guy never made sense to me how he swims in the water, but yeah, it's not affected, but somehow flood affects him. You don't have to worry about too much about Shadow Mario going too far, since they usually wait around for you. And you'll be able to tell he's nearby by the music. And as mentioned earlier, yes, there are two Marios chasing each other once again. Yeah, no one notices. And you will notice that at times there is some slowdown in this game. Ouch. There he is. Yeah, and usually just tapping the right bumper will give him like a spray. It's usually well if like you're spraying larger targets, rather than just constantly running with. Yeah, and because there's objects in the way, the camera can really go against you at times. You can always hit the left bumper to reposition. As long as there's nothing in the way, because then you're gonna have fun with it. Yep, you're gonna hear nothing but clicking of a right bumper. I'm not doing well. Good job with these. There we go. And there's a shine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move on to the harbor just because it's gonna be just get progress going. Then 8th missions and all these levels, there's just extra shines. It's not all that important. As long as I unlock Mount Corona, we'll be fine.